This here is from Meghan's Mole on X. The post is from August 26, 2024. However, it's about a throwback. I tend to criticize Meghan and Harry, but I don't dive too deep, so I want to start getting more history. But I'm going to take a very safe bet. My criticism is justified. And the post says, Meghan Markle is a disgusting human being who lies to poverty-stricken children about supplying them with items they need only for it never to show up. I'm listening. Maria Jackson in Harlem was promised a washer and dryer. They have yet to receive it. One of Meghan's bracelets could have paid for it. I don't think so. I think one of Meghan's bracelets could have paid for like 4 of them, but I get the idea. And here's the article that's the throwback. Read the room. Meghan and Harry arrive at Harlem School where 94% get free meals with the Duchess wearing a $7,500 designer trouser suit to read from her own book. The suit's one thing. I mean, I guess she wears what she wears, and if she wore something very cheap, that would be putting on an act too, that she's not herself, but reading her own book is, that's kind of weird. Bring some Dr. Seuss. Bring some classic tales. Why are you plugging your own book? But I need more context. Let's see what they got. Here's an article that was clipped out. While Meghan and Harry's visit was lighthearted and brief, their impact on the students won't end with the reading. The Duke and Duchess are donating golden boxes filled with vegetables and herbs to support community access to healthy food. Their nonprofit Archwell worked with Procter & Gamble to stock PS 123's pantry with free health and hygiene products for families of the students. The couple will donate a washing machine and dryer for school uniforms, and Meghan Markle's donating reading books to many Graham Windham locations across New York City for both students and parents. Punctuation isn't exactly a specialty here at this publication. But alright, so there's the receipts that they said they were donating it. And of course, people pitched in here. That's about all the context for this post, but I wouldn't doubt it if it happened. Seems right, and obviously there was a picture of her with her own book in that expensive trouser. The total cost of her wardrobe was $16,000, and she was asking the mothers to donate $5 for the bench she gave to every child without consent from their moms. How despicable can you be? This next comment's actually pretty interesting. I never quite framed it like this. The only thing protecting Meghan is Harry. Once Harry's removed from her life, I believe she's going to go down hard for everything she's done as an ex-royal for the last 8 years. Yeah, come to think of it, it seems like in our day and age, women don't get punished hardly ever for bad things they do. So because of that, I think, not really. She'll probably kind of slip away. She'll hear some heat from people. She'll have to take some, public criticism and backlash. But legally, no one's gonna do anything to her. So, it depends on what you mean by going down hard. And I heard she had everyone sign an NDA, which is a non-disclosure agreement, maybe for the contents of her book. Why? Wouldn't she want people who heard the book to share things about it and talk about it anyway? I mean, she can't be dumb enough to think that kids at that poverty level are going to buy the book. Would she want them to? Kind of confusing there. She wears all that jewelry to one of the poorest schools in New York, then reads her shitty book about family. The poor kids have never seen their fathers, have they? Kate would have worn jeans and read Harry Potter. Yeah, that's what I would have done. I think that's what my wife would have done. We would have gone there. I said Dr. Seuss, I think better than Harry Potter, in some modest dress. I mean, you don't have to dress down and fake who you are. You could say, hey, here's who I am. I'm coming to you and as myself, but the book part, or if you went kind of in secret and didn't announce yourself, you might dress down. That's one aspect. If you come as yourself, who they know, as someone famous, all right, I'd say either or. But I do get how also it would be kind of flaunting it. But then again, like a 6-year-old kid doesn't exactly know the value. So I'll let it slide a little bit on the value of clothes. Just my personal opinion. But I'm not saying overall the whole thing wasn't pretty creepy and pretty wrong. And some more comments going down and down. We're supposed to believe she paid for the Columbia trip. They're so cheap and stingy. Yeah, who knows? They probably didn't pay themselves. She's completely dead on the inside. She only cares about herself. Little miss, I'm better than you. Can't even fork over a washer and dryer for the underprivileged children she's trying to exploit. Again, she's a taker, not a giver, a shameful human being, and I won't disagree. Harry and Meghan are grifters and bullies. Once again, not going to disagree. Maybe when Meghan gets her husband's money, she can afford that washer and dryer she promised. We shall see. I keep saying, I think the only thing holding these two together, as far as people following them, me included, is that we're waiting for something to happen. At a certain point, she's probably going to come out and be like, I want a divorce, or he abused me, or whatever it is. And then, obviously, the news is going to explode. But for the time being, covering whatever comes up, throwbacks. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. If you don't, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.